since we have a captain here.
Yeah, I mean, Tommy and I do the captain's practices. I mean, we can't skate with coach until the 5th. So, I mean, we're just getting the team ready. I mean, just doing the little things like kind of our foundation, back checking, just that kind of stuff. And, I mean, we're just getting the team ready for when coach takes over.
What's it going to be like when coach takes over? When coach starts running, what's it going to be like to get rid of all the buzz and just start focusing on X's and O's throughout the season? Any of you guys can answer.
Well, we've been practicing what we're basically going to practice when coach gets back. So, I mean, like Nate said, back checking, kind of setting like our basic principles that we follow throughout the year, and we practice them nearly every practice. So there shouldn't be too much of a jump or transition when coach comes back.
Well, it'd be nice to just focus what's going on the ice and maybe not so much what's going on with the pool ice arena or the student section ticket sales, stuff like that. Will that be nice?
I mean, that's part of it. We're excited. I mean, it kind of gets us fired up from the game, and I think that's part of it. So it's not a big deal. We're excited, and once the first game happens, I think everything will die down a little bit.
Matt, what's the goalie battle been like? Obviously, there's 3 of you working out right now. With how Coach said it's wide open, but how have you guys been working to help each other, and sort of what's the relationship the 3 of you have right now?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're all just throughout the year. We're just going to work off each other. Whoever's in the net is going to give his best effort to help the team win, and that's what a goaltender's job is. So, I mean, yeah, throughout the year we're going to work with each other. If we see anything, we're a team here. So, yeah, of course there's individual battles, but at the end of the day, you come to Penn State to compete against the best. So, and right now we have 3 of the better goalies in the NCAA right now. So, it'll be good, and I'm looking forward to it.
Did you guys react to the building? I mean, what was your first impressions of it? I mean, this is your new home ice. I mean, can all 3 of you kind of answer that a little bit? Did it exceed expectations? The wow factor, all of that?
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, it's a beautiful rink. I mean, for a fan, I mean, it's just there's no bad seat in the house, but like for us, I mean, it's a playground down here to get better. I mean, the weight room is awesome. I mean, our locker room's very easy access for us to do what we need to do before games, and it's a beautiful rink for us.
It has all the bells and whistles that you'd expect from $100X amount of $1 million.
I say we're very spoiled.
What's your guys' what do you think is the coolest part of the new arena?
Personally, I like the student section and the locker room. I mean, student section, I'm going to feel bad for the other goalie who comes in and has to turn around and see X amount of raging fans right behind him. And then the locker room is just unbelievable. I don't think any college hockey rink has a locker room like we do with the logos on the ceiling and the floor, with the touchscreen stuff. So, I mean, like I said before, we're just really fortunate and pretty much spoiled.
What was the reaction when you guys toured the building for the first time, saw your locker rooms completed for the first time?
We were overwhelmed, I guess. I mean, moving from the Greenberg, it was a great home, but you come here, it's night and day. So we were pretty ecstatic.
Hey, you guys were pretty banged up on defense last year. What kind of outlook do you have going into this season now? Added a lot of guys, some new prospects, some new recruits coming in, and how are you thinking about that now? Yeah.
As far as the new recruits?
I mean, yeah, we have a lot of depth this year. I mean, last year we had some guys hurt. We had some guys. I mean, we're bringing back a lot of guys. I mean, a lot of guys played big minutes for us back there. But we also have a couple guys that are going to come right in and play big minutes for us. So, I mean, it's very exciting. It's going to be really competitive back there to play, and that's what you want.
Are you guys getting any respect at all? Do you feel like you're getting any respect in the Maiden boys in the Big Ten? Does anybody see you coming, or do you like the underdog role?
Yeah, I think we like the underdog role. I mean, it's an honor to be in the Big Ten. You're going against Minnesota, Michigan. They have great traditions. They've had a lot of success already. So, I mean, we're obviously the underdog, and I think we're going to surprise some teams this year.
Yeah, I like to add that, like a lot of us played in the USHL and the BC and a lot of the Minnesota teams and the Michigan teams. We've played against them since first year junior, so it's not going to be like we're going to come into their rinks and just be like shell-shocked. Like, we played against a lot of those kids throughout our careers already. So,
what did you guys take away from last year that you can kind of apply to this year as the first year?
I just think that we can compete. I mean, last year we surprised a lot of people in the hockey world. I mean, just coming in as a first-year program to do as well as we did in the Big Ten, going 3-2. I think that speaks volumes, is what Coach has done with this team, with the work we've put in and stuff. So I mean, I think going forward here, we're going to get some serious winning done here. So.
And then as far as confidence, you guys are obviously feeling good in the Big Ten season?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of guys coming back with like obviously a year under their belt of experience, and I think everyone's getting better, and we're ready to go this year.
You think playing at Michigan State and Wisconsin last year and Ohio State on a neutral ice, do you think that helped you acclimate to what's ahead for this first Big Ten season?
I mean, yeah, I mean, going into their ranks and playing and seeing what you have to do to beat these teams I think it helped us a lot. It gave us a lot of experience. So, I mean, yeah.
You guys are once recruits. If you were a recruit and you toured this, it would be overwhelming, you'd say.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like Taylor said earlier, it literally has all the bells and whistles you could ask for, from the weight room to the training room with the tubs and the steam room. It's just, there has to be another college hockey program that it has to be pretty close to this for you not to come here, in my opinion.
Are there programs that rival what's going on here, or?
I'd say the other Big Ten schools rival. I mean, Minnesota, Wisconsin, they have really nice facilities. But once you get on this campus, I mean, the pride, the academics, it's Penn State. I mean, it's an awesome place to be.
What do the students tell you as players? I mean, is there a lot of buzz around campus? You know, a lot of Penguin Flyers, but now they're all together rooting for you guys. Is there a lot of buzz around campus about their first season here?
Oh yeah, I mean, every day someone comes up and says, we're so excited for the hockey season, I got season tickets. I mean, you walk downtown, they got t-shirts, sweatshirts hanging in all the shops. I think everyone's pretty excited.
Staying there offensively, what type of things do you guys have to work on when you go into the Big Ten play?
Just minimizing our mistakes. I mean, at the blue line, that's one thing we're gonna have to work on, is just making sure we don't give the other team the opportunity to have a quick transition and get an odd man rush on us.
Matt, for you, this new facility, you were talking about having the student section with the opposing goaltender, but what for you? Is there any new sight lines or new things with the ice that you have to get used to?
I mean, maybe the blue seats if the puck goes in the air, maybe. I mean, I played in a lot of hockey rinks throughout my career, so I mean, it's just, I mean, I feel like you could say that about any rink. So I mean, going into any rink with green at Michigan State, so I mean, it's all about just playing your game and not worrying about your surroundings.
And then how about this defense coach was talking about before? You're down a 4D last year. Is this healthy defense going to help you goaltenders out? Or?
Oh, absolutely. Well, they obviously make my job a lot easier. Just doing the little things. We're bringing in more guys. So, I mean, the more depth we have at defense, the more I'm going to be happy. So.
Taylor, you scored 3 game winners against 3 different Big Ten teams. And have you told anybody what your secret is about getting that done?
It's great line mates. Max Gardner, Casey Bailey.
But in all seriousness, the sort of outside of state college storyline is like, you guys are going to play in the Big Ten. This is going to be the hardest thing ever. I mean, you guys have played against good Big Ten teams and you've beaten them. I mean, does that just, I mean, is it easier now knowing that you can do it rather than having to go into this year and have never played any of these teams?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, we beat them. But the hard part is going to be coming in every night and have to beat them on a consistent basis. And that's going to be completely different from last year, and we're doing everything we can to make sure that happens.
Kind of following up on that, what do you guys, once we get into January, what are you guys going to do to consistently make sure that you're ready to play a Minnesota one night, and the next week at Michigan, and then the next week, you know, Wisconsin? What do you guys got to do mentally? Is that going to be taxing on you?
I mean, I personally think you can't really look at January now. I mean, this Friday, when our practice starts with Coach, that's when the time it comes at January. This Friday is most important from then on. Like every day in practice, going through the process, the steps, to just use the practice time wisely, and just can't get caught looking ahead towards January. I mean, everyone's excited about starting the Big Ten, but we also have to play Army, RIT, Union, all those teams, and those are great hockey programs. So our season starts the 11th, and that's what we're looking forward to.
The level of competition you guys have this year, not only just adding the Big Ten to that, but going all across D1, so many teams that have been to the Frozen Four. Are you looking forward to a full D1 schedule of all that level of opponents?
Yeah, I mean, that's why we came to Penn State. I said this earlier, and this includes in practice and in games, and we want to compete against the best. We want to showcase our skills against the best, and I think last year we did that, and we're going to continue that tradition.
I know you guys are student athletes, and you're here at this moment in time to go to school and play your games, but have you allowed yourself to think about sort of the trailblazer aspect of what's going on, that you guys are going to help create something new, not just for regular fans or students, but kids who are playing youth hockey who maybe never even thought about the possibility of playing D1 hockey because there was no real marquee named school in the state that had it, not to discount the other schools that play D1, but have you thought about that, about what it means to the big picture of hockey in the area?
I mean, me and Jensen worked the summer camps, and the skill level, from what I've heard, people in the past have said it's grown tremendously just in State College. I mean, they have kids coming from Philly, coming from Pittsburgh, and even the kid from Ohio. I mean, that kind of thing will grow. I mean, that kind of shows you that people are looking at Penn State and seeing what it's doing for hockey, as a whole, and it's helping not only Pennsylvania but probably the whole East Coast.
We have time for one more for this group.
Matt, you had attended Flyers prospect camp and sort of in Philadelphia where goalies are the first to blame. What was that like for you? What was that like for you to go be around that atmosphere?
It was exciting. I mean, it was exciting. I mean, to put on an NHL practice jersey, like I said, I mean, it's just really exciting. I was like a sponge when I went there, just talking to their goalie coaches and their strength coaches. It's just trying to learn as much as I could to bring back here and practice. So, I mean, yeah, it was a really fun experience, and I hope it continues.
Thanks, guys. We'll have the next wave out shortly.